Alright, so what I'm going to do is I'm going to show you how to use, this is the first video in a series of me breaking down the Snapseed app, which is a great app to do mobile editing. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to go through each element of this editing app one by one, starting with the top left, the tune image. So we'll click that, and in tune image, you'll see that you have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7 options to play with. And to get to the menu, you just lightly press on your screen and scroll up or scroll down. And then to adjust each element, you move to the left or to the right. All right, so this is me moving to the right, which is making it brighter. This is moving to the left, which is making it darker. And to reset the element you just worked on, you just double click. You just go up to the where it says brightness on the left, and you double click. Right, so brightness, obviously, if you take it to the right, it's going to make everything brighter, the shadows and the highlights. And if you go in the opposite direction, it'll make everything darker, which definitely comes in handy when you need it. Contrast is sort of the same thing, but it more so makes the highlights lighter and the darker parts of the images darker, as opposed to everything lighter and everything darker with the brightness. So this is, as it states, the contrast. Take it to the right, and it'll make it super contrasty. You take it to the left, it'll take the contrast out of the highlights and the shadows. Saturation, boom, simple enough. You take it to the right, it makes everything more saturated. If you take it down to the left, it desaturates everything. So it gives you a black and white image. This is usually where I start my black and white images. Ambience is really cool. Ambience, I don't know exactly what it does, but it's very handy. I don't know if it brightens up. It's almost like a contrast. It just brightens up, I think, the darker points of the image to make it more visible, which this really comes in handy if you want to brighten up the image without making it super bright. So you take it all the way up, it'll give you that effect, and then when you take it down, it'll more so give you, I guess, sort of a more matted look. You'll have to see this and use it for yourself to get a real gist of what it does for you. But it's amazing at saving images or making images pop. Next we have highlights. Right, you turn the highlights all the way up. You turn the highlights all the way down. Simple enough. Same thing with the shadows. You take the shadows to the right, it'll brighten up the shadows, which comes in handy sometimes. Or if you want more of a darker effect, you can take the shadows all the way down. And last but not least, the warmth. Or if you want to warm the picture up, you take it to the right. This will make it more red, more yellow. All right, if you take it down, it'll make it more blue, a cooler image. And that is the Tune Image tab.